Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, well, we're going to play blue-white control in standard event and just see how much we can torture it. And there are some crucial adjustments to the deck since the first list that I posted that really thump the current meta. We'll get to that in a second. But second of all, while you stare at, absorb, and really just suck into your veins, inject into your bloodstream the deck that we're going to be playing today, I thought of what to say while I'm down here in the corner and you're all staring at the cards and already going, oh, I like this, or I hate that. I'm just going to talk about my sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com, and the Covert Go Blue Wolf token. Those are included for free with every single order now when you use the promo code CGB5 on an order from CoolStuffInc.com. You'll get a free CGB Wolf token. The art is freaking sweet. You can check that out on my Twitter as well. I usually just throw it on screen, but you're supposed to be absorbing the deck list right now. Absorb the deck list. But no, the CGB Wolf token art is... it's good. It's real good. But yeah, CGB5, CoolStuffInc.com. Do that, please. Also, the Shark token is officially retired from being offered on CoolStuffInc.com. They said that they're sending me the last of the supplies. I'm going to try to figure out how to get fans that join me in the future or never got a Shark token. But I think the Patreon will be the best way to do that. But stay tuned for more news about that. So, blue-white control. Blue-white control in the meta. It's mostly the same deck that I played on day 2 of the format, day 1 of the format if you watched my Twitch stream, but a few adjustments. For one thing, we're playing a standard event, and part of me is curious how long it can take this deck to get 7 wins, if we get to 7 wins. So I do have some Planeswalkers in the deck to actually maybe close the game, or just get the opponent to scoop. Mordenkainen, Teferi who slows the sunset, one of each. Teferi was in the first build. But the biggest adjustment to the deck is for 3 copies of Devastating Mastery. The meta has, for the most part, become mono green, play a whole bunch of stuff. Mono white, play a whole bunch of stuff. Storm the Festival, play a whole bunch of stuff. Isika's Chariot, Wrenn and 7. They don't always have Storm the Festival, but they usually have, like, there are a billion different kinds of decks out there with Isika's Chariot and Wrenn and 7. And the answer to a Planeswalker, an artifact, and creatures all at the same time, and an enchantment if they have the Ranger class, is Devastating Mastery. Just blow all of it up. And we've removed the Borrowed Time, which was an enchantment from the deck. That was here, kind of an Oblivion Ring effect to answer Planeswalkers and things like that. Better off just destroying it all. Devastating Mastery, however, does have a 4 white mana cost, which is a lot. So we have to run a heavy white skewed mana base. You see that we have 7 planes. We've got 2 Hall of the Storm Giants and 3 islands. The dual lands are important, 4 Deserted Beach and 4 Hengegate Pathways, but I also added 2 Glacial Floodplains. I took out, well, I experimented with a lot of things in this spot, where the more creature lands, Amiria's Call, which could close a game, but ended up going with Glacial Floodplain. I do not want to go down on Field of Ruin, and I do not want another colorless land like a Crawling Barrens. So these will have to do for the mana base. And then the Faithful Mendings, I've trimmed down to 2 copies. I've gone up to 1 more Test of Talents for Memory Deluge, Alrund's Epiphany, though, like, usually landing a Test of Talents on those is really good. I've gone up to 4 Divide by Zeros, as the sideboard access is really good as well. 2 Teachings of the Archaics over there, because we actually can keep a small hand most of the game until we start deluging. 1 Mascot Exhibition can also win the game. I also have an Academic Probation. You can name the card that you bounced with the Divide by Zero, like say a Storm the Festival, and then they have to spend another turn not playing it, a turn during which you might be able to Memory Deluge. And then I also added a Reduce to Memory, which is really good with Doomscar and Devastating Mastery for exiling something that needs to be exiled, like a Toski, and then blowing up what's left over. So we're going to continue to play standard events. I've been enjoying it. It's definitely a different meta. I had forgotten how different it is, and I'm not going to lie, I like the little gold boost that we get. And as long as I'm in top 100 as the season comes to an end, it's just a lot less stressful to play the standard events and farm some gold. Because remember, your rewards in Mythic don't actually change no matter how high you get. it's just, I believe, like 5 packs is what you get for getting to Mythic. So as far as a payoff, you're better off doing standard events if you can consistently hit 4 wins or higher. And if you've hit Mythic before, you should. So I think that I'm going to try to make it more of a thing on the channel, because also the feedback's been great from you guys. You guys seem to really like the standard event. It's a built-in narrative, get to 7 wins. It seems to be really fun. Again, if you're just tuning in, if you missed the first video I did this, maybe Vampire Burn isn't your thing, make sure you're on all play modes, then hit play, then go standard event, 95 gems or 500 gold to enter. On the win, you get 1,000 gold and 3 cards. It's a good way to pick up some cards. Cards will be at least 2 rares. Poggers. Let's go. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. First victim lining up. A big side narrative for me, as a control player who's always often accused of wasting everybody's time, it's a big side narrative for me to see just how long does it take? How long does it take? So I'm going to be trying to kind of turbo speed along the way and hopefully not making too many mistakes. Ice Tunnel from the opponent. Zombies? Control? Probably control. So Sunset Revelry is not a good card to have, but if we can get lower cards in hand than our opponent, we can cycle it. Sultai? Ramp? Okay, that's good. We should be able to be pretty competitive with Ramp. It's like it kills the music when I do this. Hear that? Since when did zooming cards kill the music? Small indie development company, Wizards of the Coast. Don't bog them down with details. They're thinking big picture stuff. They're going to Mars. This is fine. This is fine. We let them ramp up. We counter what matters. Countering or bouncing the field trip isn't really going to do anything for us. I'm just not going to let them resolve anything cool. They want teachings, so they want less cards in hand than us. Divide by 0 on teachings can be a bit of a letdown for them. Also, with a mastery, I'm not really worried if they resolve a Ren. The problem is if they resolve Alrund's Epiphanies. Good draw. They'll probably make them sad. They go right for it. Okay, I think they really believe this is going to resolve, so they probably have a test of talents here. So we don't want to get Devious Cover-Up talented. Let's go for the Divide. It will suck if they talent it. Okay, they did not talent it. Interesting. What do we get? That's kind of a tough call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be at 7, then 8. So Teachings isn't really good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cycle this Revelry. Instead of going up a card, we're going to stay card neutral. It's going to make their Teachings harder to resolve. All right. Deluge. I'll say what I want. Let's go to 5 mana. We might use Divide by 0, Test by Talents here. Why isn't this foiled? I'm going to send a complaint. They go for it again. This time, it seems like they have the Saw It Coming ready, but let's hit it with the Divide. It's time to remove the Saw It Comings from their library and get a look at what they're up to. Divide by 0, Teachings, Binding, Meat Hook Massacre. All right, their hand still has a Divide, which is kind of a pain. 3 Saw It Comings. They run Storm the Festival, Ren, Skeletal Swarming, Imrith. You think you're going to Skeletal Swarm moi? There's 1 Test of Talents hiding in there. 2 Tests of Talents. Okay. We got to keep an eye out for that. That is a serious problem when you run Devious Cover-Up. So we want to resolve this Devious Cover-Up as soon as we can before they draw it. So they're on 5 now. We're on 4. We draw. This is 5. This is 6. Play land. I think we can do this. Oh, but then we can't Devious Cover-Up. And I want to Devious Cover Up. Let's see, not right now though, because they'll just divide it by 0, right? I guess that's kind of frustrating. So we need to get our Devious Cover Up divided by 0, and then we need to Devastating Mastery because this will resolve and make a token. And then we have to try to Teachings later. I guess if we get hit by Divide by 0, that should be doable. So there's no reason to have 2 extra mana. Let's get the tapped land out of the way. Pass the turn. Here's Ren. This is just going to get bounced anyway. I'm wondering if they divide the Ren or divide the Cover Up. And they divide the Ren, so that's going to fizzle the Cover Up, which is okay. We'll resolve the next one. But it does mean they don't resolve Ren this turn. They do go up on cards, so we get to play Teachings. Yeah, we'll take that action. I guess this happens anyway, which kind of surprised me. But that's good. We'll take a higher density of awesomeness. Yay, cards. Now, finally, the great Ren in 7 resolves. I bet they're so proud. They can also get it back with the Confront the Past, so the beat goes on. All right, they go for Teachings. If we discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards, then we're at 4, so they would still get to draw. So this resolves. Before it does, though, they might draw a Test of Talents. Let's do the Deluge. Not good, not good. I guess we take this and this. The Revelries are the opposite of what we really want to see. Frickin' 10-10, huh? Let's get up to 4 mana.
Even in defeat, we grow.
Good old Confront the Past. We'll use Amending and try to find another solution. If we have to, we'll Fateful Absence the token. And a Creeper. Okay, we might find a way to wrath that. We'll see. You gonna Massacre? No. Alright, another Mastery. Yay. So, what do we discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. We'll want the 3rd for the Divide, so we need an untapped land. Let's keep the Field of Ruin. Let's drop these 2. Kind of like having a sneaky Field of Ruin for when the opponent finally plays a creature land. But I also need lands to discard to Mending, so let's get it out of the hand. Boom.
Fire must not escape.
Gross. Gross that they have this too. Let's try to hit it on the flashback with the Divide. If you hit a flashback one, it's gone forever. So let's hope they just go for it here since they have 7 mana and the first one resolved. Nope, they go for another Field Trip. Okay. So we have to guess that they might have a Test of Talents now, as they got to dig 4 deep. There are only 2 in the deck, but okay, they grab Fumes. Yeah, they really hate our Planeswalkers, don't they? We could just power up the Hall, try to serve them some beating. Did they have solutions to Hall? I don't think so. I think they had a lot of sorcery speed stuff. No stick. So the Mending, they do not have Test of Talents yet. Yeah, the mana, not enough mana for the Hall, so we'll just pass. Not enough mana to do the haul and also divide by 0 or do something else interesting. But they probably kept a Planeswalker or something good, right? Probably. Well, no question this match is going to add to my runtime. I don't remember facing any, like, Sultai, Storm the Festival, mid-rangey stuff last time I did the event, and in the first round, too. So they want to land you? Let's make them try again. I think it's a perfectly good divide by 0. We can go get teachings, gas up. They're going to try it again. Trying it again, huh? What do we get with this the second time? Just something to discard to Mending, right? So we'll just go get something we're not going to use, like Sciences, that we don't really need. Just discard it to Mending. Good, good, good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to get down to 2, which I can do by playing Teferi, who's probably going to get removed. Teferi, who dies in a fire. We can also foretell this. Okay. And there's our 3-card reload. Feels good. Still tilted that my Hengegate pathways aren't shiny. They're supposed to be shiny. I paid for that. Why they no shine? Ren. I think we just fight a counter war. We could lose our Saw It Comings from the library if they drew Test of Talents. Risky. Gotta try. I think. Resolves. Cool. I'm also considering, and I'm thinking about it, we could let Ren hit the battlefield, right? And then let Ren mill, because they might mill some counter spells. That would be something. So Imrith we have to try to hit with Fateful Absence. Maybe I should have discarded Teferi. That doesn't seem too bad. I think I'll try this on upkeep. If they have Test of Talents, let's get it out of their hand. Ooh, they go for the big one. All right. In response, let's see if we can hit something to deal with that. Saw it coming. Mastery. Counter this deluge. They actually, if they attack and I Fateful Absence their Imrith and they counter that, I'm going to be really happy, right? So let's let them try to get in a punch with the Imrith. We're at 28. Giving up a card wouldn't be the end of the world. Also, if they hit Test of Talents here, they might try to cast it on this Memory Deluge, and we'll need to defend it with Saw It Coming. Is this our first Saw It Coming of the game, though? No, we did play one sooner. Well. Resolves. Cool. I'll have another test and another absence, I suppose. They have a full grip. And they've already tapped a lot of land. At this point, they're discarding the hand size. So we might just take the hit, let them discard the hand size, and then do the Fateful Absence fight later. Make them stop it. Make them do this. They're not going to punish me too hard. Like, they don't even have more green for Ren here. If they go green source Ren, and we have Devastating Mastery. Wow. Main phase draw? Why? You have too many cards. Now you have to discard. I guess there's probably a lot of removal here that you know is going to suck in the matchup. So they probably don't mind discarding. Just gonna play you. go find something cool. I expect Teferi to die very quickly. Alright, must play faster. Or my comments at the beginning about trying to do this quickly are going to be a truly disgusting meme. It's fine. That's fine. If you want to exile that creeper to exile Teferi, I'm okay with this. Teferi wasn't going to win me this game. Mordenkainen might, but Teferi won't.
Hardly my worst defeat.
Chariot. 3 mana up. This will definitely resolve this then, so let's get it done. Get back so many counters and interactive spells. Let's go. Opponent looks at the cards like, oh, I don't like that. I hate it. How am I supposed to win if I can't resolve spells? Disgusting. Alright, should I have gotten something else? No, I like that choice. Could have picked a mastery, but we have one here. I can't remember when I tested Talented. I think they have Hall of the Storm Giants in their deck, so I'll save the fields. It's becoming tempting to thin out. Anyway, there I go, playing faster and not playing faster. Get him out. Get him out. Okay, they have a Test of Talents and a Storm the Festival in hand. That is dangerous. They have no more Memory Deluges. Do they have creature lands? They have a layer of the Hydra. Just one. Their hand is getting dangerous. Alright, I wish I could have the Test of Talents back for the Storm. But they also don't have that many cards left. Here's Storm. Do we let Storm happen? I think we let... Or no, that's Chariot. Do we let Chariot happen? Yeah, let's let Chariot happen. We'll have to devastate it at some point. Maybe they go for Storm here. Yep, let them have it all. You can have all the permanents on the battlefield. We got Swarming. They've got Test of Talents to protect it, but we're going to counter the Test of Talents. Let's start thinning the deck with the fields. We just need to keep one field for one layer of the Hydra, and we're fine. They do have to... What if they flash back the Storm? I think we can wait a turn, right? And let them flash back the Storm? And try to Memory Deluge to set up even more. We're at 28. We are at 28. Maybe we can get them to Test of Talents, the Fateful Absence on the Chariot, too. Just let them have it. Let them lean into it. Get it all. Another Imrith. There's the layer. Oh, so many effects. Coward. I guess they're playing around the hall. I'll take one. Okay, blow this up. They're going to turn it into a creature. Oh, that's for the skeletal swarming trigger. That's cute. That's adorables. They'll get 2 skellies now. If the opponent hits this, okay, they're donezo. They're gonna lose that counterfight. We have perfect information of their hand. All right, Morty, coming with me. Saw it coming. Why not? I'm ready. Oh, that's just drew another Test of Talents. Disgusting. Absolutely gross. But all your things. And you see why we had to remake the video. You see why we had to play Blue-White again. Partially because I love it. Partially because Devastating Mastery is a game changer for this matchup. Absolute game changer in this meta. Dominance established. Okay, first game took infinite time. Must play faster. This video is going to be like 3 hours to get 7 wins. Forgot to try to fix the foilies. Wait a minute. If I go... Yep, can't turn that off here. Hide alternative art styles is something I turned on because I hate the layers of the Hydra and the Hive of the Eye Tyrant D&D styles so much. But maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to move on. Stop hating other people's nice things, CGB. Be a nice guy, CGB. Never. Fine. You got me. Let's see here. Thinky, think. If we take the hit, we get the life, which is even better, and that's our turn 3 play. But we actually have a really good curve. Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to foretell Doomscar. There's no wrong way to eat this, Reese's. This mono white player is getting roasted. Let's hide the Doomscar just in case Elite Spellbinder wants to come out and play. We really want to play Saw It Coming on 3 and get this out of our hand. Look at him go. Look at him go. Patience. If they hold back, our Revelry might draw us a card. Okay, they go for that. Counter, take 6. Untap, play Revelry. We should be able to get the full load off of it too, and it just drags them deeper and deeper into the Doomscar. Full-blown Sunset Revelry. Feels good. 4 life, 2 tokens, draw a card. Just drag them deeper and deeper and deeper into the Doomscar. Now, could be better. Our opponent could be hitting their land drop so that they can actually play out their hand and get deeper into the Doomscar. This way we know that they have all spells in hand, so they're not going to run out anytime soon. But if we keep our life total high and we blow up as many creatures as possible with Doomscar, we'll run them out sooner than we would otherwise. They'll have to hit a clump of land eventually, unless they're 13 land mono white. They have found where to put their guiding voice to get their sciences. And they have a Battlefield Raptor. And the attack, everybody's in. Okay, let's mend. Let's let go of these fields. They might have Faceless Haven, actually. They will have Faceless Haven eventually. But if we get enough lands, the Hall of Storm Giants just blocks it. Yeah, we don't need these right now. Divide by 0 might be the worst card against them, to be honest. Yeah, Divide is worse. Divide is worse. It's just, it's too slow, you know? It really is. Like, bouncing one of their 1/1s for 3 mana and getting another card that might be kind of good. Let's start nuking the board. We'll nuke the board until they tap out. You're gonna spend your turn on environmental sciences? Yeah. You have another 1-drop. Sad. It's just sad. I might discard this land to Mending, so I'll play the Ruin now. I'll just wait. They do nothing. It's kind of weird. I can wait. Now my Hall of the Storm Giants can be powered up. Don't flashback Mending until you have something you don't mind discarding. Nope. Yep. That's game. That's game. Sergeant Pepper. Do we still have Beatles fans? Are there any still alive? Okay, boomer. They're probably playing like Delver Secrets or some other boomer nonsense. Or Mono White, because you know the White Album. That would be a Beatles reference. Lair of the Hydra. I'm disappointed. Not sure what I would mend here. I kind of like everything. So I'm just going to foretell Saw It Coming. I think that's the best use of the mana. Okay, good opening with 2 creature lands. Prosperous Innkeeper looks like ramp. How's the ramp matchup? Can be tough. Depends what they do, right? We're gonna have to drag our way through this one. We'll need Field of Ruin too. Field of Ruin will have to play a role. How about Fateful Absence? Is that good in this matchup? I don't know. I'm just holding Mending, I think, until I can decide what I do and don't want to discard. I think I want to Deluge first and try to have max options. We're going to let our opponent have all the critters. They must also have a land, or you'd play this as a land. Let's go ahead and... They have 5. Let's wait. There will be something more expensive that I can cast Divide by 0 on. Let's stay patient. Doing nothing is fine. We don't have to take action. If they do nothing here, we just Deluge and feel great about ourselves. Until they play Test of Talents out of nowhere. Allrun's Epiphany, most likely. Innkeeper, sure. This is another matchup where Devastating Mastery is epic. Divide by 0 and the dual land. Just chill. We're just chilling. Everything's good. Everything's good. Eventually they'll try to play something expensive. We'll make it go away. We do need to find Field of Ruin. This is almost online. Alright, they go for that. Send it away. Get Teachings. It's not there. I guess in Sciences. Maybe it is time to mend here. Not using these Fateful Absences. Don't really want to pay for the Sciences. This Revelry won't draw a card, right? I guess we could foretell this and play it to draw a card, but I don't think that's great. Let's let it go. We didn't draw another land, so let's let Absence go. Okay. We need another white. They've got something they can play here. Some instant. Oh no, they can just power up Lair. That's what it is. They're sitting on Lair. We still haven't found Field of Ruin. But if they power up the Hall and attack with it, we'll get another turn to cast Deluge. Chariot. 4 mana available if they want to replay it, but it will cost them their treasures. We have no Sweeper yet. We do have Fateful Absence, which can hit the Chariot itself. Let's try. We don't want to get stuck on land here. That does resolve. Let's see if they play it again. We need to find Devastating Mastery, Doomscar, Field of Ruin. They're in there. But they're not there yet. Tough game. Bit unlucky, I would say. To not draw the most relevant cards, but not over yet. We can't let them have the Epiphany. So if they power up the Chariot, we're going to hit it with a Fateful Absence. If they go for the Epiphany, we're going to Test of Talent them right out of their library. And then we have to deal with the 7 power of critters. They don't have any other cards foretold either. They have Storm the Festival and Wrenn in hand. Busted. Absolutely busted. Croaky's built this version with Grafted Identity. But at least now we know the list. There's no counter spells of any kind. There is a 2 Memory Deluge? 1 Memory Deluge? 2. Okay. And then everything else is 4s. Alright, still a lot of power and toughness that we have to kill. We have to find the answer quickly. Kind of unfortunate to have the tapped land there, but I guess we have to counter something anyway. We could also just go 7 deep for Mastery, and just hope we hit it. 6. Let's deluge first. If we hit Mastery, we can let this resolve. Nope. Okay. You saw it coming on the front side, use Divide by 0 on the back. We're at 11. Our opponent can power up the Hall of Storm Giants because guess what? We still have not drawn a Field of Ruin. But will they do that? Will they go for that play? Just try to swing for lethal. No, they will not. We need Field of Ruin and Devastating Mastery, and we need it now. Alright, let's deluge big time first. No Devastating Mastery, no Field of Ruin. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, we have to keep digging, so we'll grab Mending. The Doomscar I think isn't good enough. The Revelry might keep us alive? This is unbelievable. Yeah, Revelry after Doomscar could also block a Hall of the Storm Giants. I mean, guys, I think we're actually going to lose this, but I don't think we ever should have. I think... Oh my god. Alright. How about both of the cards I need right here? Nope. Oh my god. Unreal. Just unreal. So Doomscar here doesn't really help much, right? The Revelry's better. It's got to be Mastery. Like, we can't just blow up the board. It won't be good enough. All right, the opponent has 3 cards in hand. I can't get under that to draw a card with this. But that takes us up to 10 and makes some blockers, which is a big deal. They might have Grafted Identity. They have 4 of them. They'd have to sacrifice a creature to play it, though, and we could bounce it at the right time and get our creature back. So, alright, staying alive. Just go straight to combat. They are relentless that way. Gotta think we're gonna blow up this board soon, right? It's a lot of land. Another Chariot. At this point, we just gotta let it be. We just gotta hit. They're not gonna counter me, so we get to flashback this Memory Deluge. We go another 7 deep. We've seen God knows how many cards. Oh my lord. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh! Yes! It's here. It's here. Don't know what they added the mana for, but I'll hit next and clear the mana pool. Okay. Play the field. You gotta get there eventually, man. You gotta get to it eventually. They go for Storm. This is from hand. So we don't want to divide it. Let's cover it up. Cards we want back. The Mastery for sure. And then the counters. Oh, I thought that game was going to end in a tragically. Whew. 3-0. Easy. Taking basically no time. So fast. Fastest player alive. Let's go. I love hands with Divide by Zero and Memories, and it just feels like it's all going to come together, like we can stall as much as we need to. Paladin class. Crap. I might be bouncing that. Nah, I'll just bounce their creatures. You gotta play in a manner to try to get your devastating mastery mana online pretty quickly. Actually, this is a tough decision already, isn't it? We could reduce to memory the Paladin class, but I mean, they kind of love that. Yeah, we just get to mastery. Just get to mastery. I think here they have 6 cards in hand. We would have 6. They'll probably go down significantly too low for teachings. We could discard a card here and draw, but I don't love that. Let's just grab the exhibition. Nah, sciences. A little bit of life, making sure we have a land. That's all good. Green and white Paladin class. Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. The Revelries can be good. We have to empty our hand a bit. Might be hard. Again. Again. Just again, again, again. So here they get in their attack, so Revelry will make creatures and gain life. Might not draw a card, though. Probably not. Wow. Alright, Doomscar. Where are you at, yo? Doomscar and Mastery have to be rock stars in this one. Saw it coming. Completely useless. Make sure we have 4 white for the Mastery. Always be thinking I need white for the Mastery as you're getting up to 6. You always want to hit turn 6 with white, 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 blue, blue. That's a lot of mana. You gonna use it all? Yeah, they're gonna buff. Okay. Guys, we've got to draw a sweeper. I don't know if we're going to. It might be one of those games where they just don't show up. But we're still at 21. Oh, hi. Okay. I mean, that's fine. You love to see it. Just when you count them out, there they are. That's strong. It's pretty strong. There's some blockers. Let's hold up the Saw It Coming. Possibly Deluge as well. I can't believe after all that it's 25 to 25. That's a good target. So Guardian Savior, 3/3, brings back 2 creatures. Shut that down. Shut that down. One card in hand means we're very unlikely to ever draw a card off this, but we could use a Fateful Absence. Try to get there. I just don't think it's going to happen. Let's Deluge now. Hit a land drop. This will... I guess we're not at a lower life total. Let's just say go and kill one of these with an Absence. Or if they put a bunch of stuff on the board, we'll just Mastery. And take the damage. Take the damage. Nothing, huh? Alright. Well, if they're gonna do nothing, we'll use Fateful Absence on one of their Luminarchs. Get rid of that. They draw. We're at lower life total. No creatures. They have less cards in the hand. You know what that means. You know what that means. Revelry. Full value, baby. They're trying to play around board wipes. You just can't against Revelry. It just... it ruins you for playing around board wipes. Absolutely ruins you. I block. I guess I'd rather Memory Deluge than Mend. So let's use this turn to Memory Deluge. We'll take 2 from these tokens, chump block here. Keep leading them in. Keep leading them in. Good move by the opponent pumping the token since they knew this would be chump blocked. Mordenkainen, another Deluge. Yep, Deluge for Deluge has begun. That's something we want to discard to the Mending, so that's pretty good. Here's an Innkeeper. Here's another Luminarch Aspirant. Is that all 4? It is. It is 4 Aspirates. Face my army. Opponent might be holding some Brutal Cathars for this moment. Nope, Catilda. Catilda. Okay. Can't use the ability... well, can't put counters on everything yet. Where do you want to put that? Ha! Thick Innkeeper, okay. Brutal Cathar, cool. Trigger on the stack. Kill it. Keep my token. Mordenkainen. With a nice little wall of blockers around him.
I'll learn much from your failure here today. Your tiny mind couldn't possibly grasp my research.
Don't see any creature lands from our opponent. We can chill. This is where we really put the incentive on them to attack us. They go for Elite Spellbinder. Let's not. The counters aren't great against them, but they're fine from, of course, a position like this. This is the spot where you just want to get to counter everything for the rest of the game. No attacks. Cool.
The entire multiverse is my library.
Life and blockers. Thank you. And we are just here. We are just here. Exchange your hand with your library. I mean, is that who we're gonna be? No maximum hand size? Sounds fun. As long as we have Devious Cover-Up, we won't run out of cards. We can always counter our own spells if need be. -10. What you guys gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. Cool. Let's go. Memories. Blah, 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 moonlight. Blah, 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 something.
Maintaining balance requires insight.
I was beautiful then. All right. Let's put that away. Right? Right? We don't need this many Doomscars now that we have counters, right? All right. Could attack for damage. Pointless. Waste of time. All right, counter 2 planeswalkers. Think we can pull this ultimate off. Although my hand is so good, it'll make me sad to exchange it. Skyclave Apparition hits to fairy. So let's not. Ooh, both the Devious Cover-Ups? Okay. Welcome to Mega Mode.
This will teach you to challenge a master of magic.
Hell yes, that's a boss voice line, yeah? Alright. What? I attack you for 7. This will teach you to challenge a master of magic. They gonna rope me? Are they doing complicated math? About the 4 cards in my library? Dude, people get like terrified when you have less than 10 cards in your library. Dude, 4 turns is forever when you're like ahead by 1,000,000 cards. You better be able to win. You better bring home the bacon. I will tap your treasure. Bam. Easy.
I've got some time.
I could foretell some cards. Waste of time, though. Would you like to attack? I'll power up the hall and block. It's not complicated. I can do it. But a lot of people forget I can do it. All right, they pass turn. They're going to try to stay alive. That's cute. Tap, tap, untap.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
Oops. Cancel Z. Let's do this instead. Let's leave this one. Might want to block. Oh, are there 3 cards? Let's go to 1. Easy.
The entire multiverse is my library.
If necessary, I will use Devious Cover-Up on my own Faithful Mending. Or they'll put a spell on the stack, and I will have my way with that. Alright, so, where is it? Full control is on, yep. We do a little of this. Not risky at all. It's just if I didn't have full control there, I'd lose the game. No problem. I mean, I like putting on a good show, you know what I mean? Plus, it shows some of you who are worried about what if the opponent doesn't play a spell, you'll deck yourself. I get to show you how it works. I get to show you the truth. Go to Fairy, go. Man, we are 1 damage away from killing them this turn with double haul. That would be risky, though. We'll just do this. Woof.
I would run if I were you.
42 doggo token. You're welcome. You want me to sort my hand? The OCD players are... Oh my god, CGB, sort your hand. Okay. I got you. Well, make nice little piles. Cool interface. There we go. Hand kind of sorted. Oh, what's this? Join the dance? What if I were to say there's been a devious cover-up? Counter spells. If the world had more counter spells, it would be a better place. Don't at me. The rope. The rope. I'm trying. I'm trying to see how long it takes me to get my 7 wins, you guys. Come on now. They got it through their head. This game is over. Even money dance, even money dance, even money dance, dance. 4-0. Let's go. Blue-white even money dance is the best. Going first. Mana might be difficult. Okay, ramp again. Seriously, the matchups have been bizarre. Let's get the Saw It Coming set up so we don't need double blue to cast it. Oh, now I really want double blue, though. They're going to sack this, go get a thing, play a thing. Are we going to want Divide by 0? Maybe. Like, the Field of Ruin could be really useful. Last time we played blue-green ramp, we almost died because we didn't have Field of Ruin. So, this might be go get Sciences, use that to get the second. Use the Sciences to get the second blue. I do wish I could Deluge this turn, though. A lot. Do I counter this? It helps him get to Coma. Coma I cannot counter, and I just spent my Divide by 0. Think I counter it. Think this is the right play. Good draw. Try to keep it in white mana for mastery. Another Dryad is fine. Please don't Test of Talents this. Thank you. Cover up, saw it coming. Let's go. Teferi can wait. Teferi can wait. Easy win. That's what I'm talking about. So fast. The deck is so fast. It does not take hours. That's a stigma. That's your imagination. It's not true. It's a lie. 5-0. Who will challenge us? Boom. I mean, if they play creatures on turn 1 and turn 2, this hand is bad. If they do anything else, it's really good. So please be a mid-range opponent. Storm the Festival Gamer. Mono black. Something like that. No turn 1 Usha the Fallen. Or Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter. No 2/1s for 1. None of that. Please. Because I've got no Doom Scars, no Sunset Revelries. Yes! Yes! Tapped land, go! Yes! Okay. Okay, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Let's see what they do with it, though. What do you do? Innkeeper, huh? Sure. Bouncy bounce. And let's go get sciences and make sure we land drop. 26 lands, but you know you can't trust it. Alright, hopefully they play something juicy to counter here. Give me the juice. I don't want another Magda. I want a dragon. Gold span. That's good too. That works for me. Okay, I'm gonna miss land. Hopefully the opponent's too scared to play anything and we get to deluge. But okay. Let's get the cover up played. We could divide it by 0 and go get sciences though. I guess I need to make sure I hit my land, right? Yeah. It's the play. I don't like it. But that's why we have 2 sciences in the sideboard of our deck with 26 land. Moments like this. Uh-oh. They're not done with me. They've got more innkeepers where that came from. Okay. If we ever draw another land, we've got a safety valve. Break glass in case of fire. Shut it down. We're gonna take all their toys. Okay. No lands. No landies. Down to 10. Are you kidding me? Oh, they say go. Okay, Memory Deluge. There's a land. And I guess we'll take a Revelry. It's a tap land, of course it is. Alright, we could Mastery. Then we're tapped out and they resolve something. I think we Revelry. I think we play tapped land and Revelry. And then we still have a counter open. We prepare for the future. This will make them want to play some dragons. Should make them want to play dragons. Let's keep using our counter spells. We want the opponent to think they got something through. Oh, they must have run out of dragons. Okay. Victory. Maybe final boss? Easy 7-0? Dude, this deck is just free gold, man. If I did this every day, I'd never have to put another penny into Arena, and that's with Daddy buying all his cosmetics. Crazy. Okay. Definitely worried about drawing land, but on the play, the Revelry could definitely happen. Get us an extra card. This is mono white? Sure is. Nice. Alright. Might use a Fateful Absence. Let's see what the opponent does. We want to go low on life, lower on life for the Revelry. Yeah, that is a thing that we can kill. And we want the opponent to hit us so we gain some of this life back. Full Revelry. Oh, it's so good. Now we just have to find sweepers. Get this Test of Talents out of our hand. Hello. No attacks from mono white, huh? Nice. No, that's not what I meant to do. Are you kidding me right now? All right. Cool. I just wanted to make it harder. I was just trying to pass the turn. But I've decided I want to try hard mode. This is a life choice thing, not a misplay. Oh no, no sweeper. No sweeper? I guess I'll take Saw It Coming even though it's terrible in the matchup. No sweeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna keep digging for that sweeper. We're gonna be relentless. We got this. I'm not gonna lose like this. Okay. This is hard mode. I definitely did this to myself. Good lord. How did it come to this? How did it come to this? Am I really gonna lose this way? We can kill that or counter it. What if we... Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so killing one of these won't matter. Killing this won't matter. We've got to do this. And then we've just got a top deck. God, I blew it. I blew it so hard. Absolutely blew it. It's going to take a top deck now. We go to 3. Morty isn't it. Alright, we have to find Sunset Revelry. We don't find it. This won't get the job done. I can't believe I blew it. And we drew 0 sweepers. Oh my god. Ah! Alright, alright. My bad, everybody. My bad. The only thing that can stop me is me. We win that game 100% without that attack. 100%. Final boss, part 2. I really just want the exact same matchup, exact same hand. I'll take it. I'll take it. Kind of seems the same, except we have a Doomscar this time. So let's see what we're up against. Shipwreck Marsh. Probably Control. Against Control, we foretell the Saw It Coming. Grixis. Ooh. Who is this hero, and why must we kill them? They have more cards than me. Let's just draw. Need to hit the land drop. I love how we have 3 sweepers this game. Woo! That's exciting. Do you think they have any basics in their deck? They might not. You can build 3-color decks now without them. The opponent has to discard to hand size. That's what happens when you iteration on the draw and you hit a land with it. Land. Thank you. Even if it is tapped, I'll take it. They discard a Soul Shatter. That can hit Planeswalkers too. Probably means they don't have a million removal spells in their hand, so this should be a pretty competitive game. +1 Epiphany. Alright, let's test you. Basic lands or no? This long pause is giving me hope. I accept this plains. Oh! It's even a pretty island. In another life, we could be friends. They are really roping out, though, on this floating blue mana. They really want to use it. Okay, they're going to Prismari Command. Tempting to fire this off. If they land a dragon... Could just lose to it if they have the perfect hand. But I'm going to make them have the perfect hand. We've got to hit land. If we fall behind on land, we may as well concede. Which for some reason... been an issue. Okay.
The essence of life.
Okay.
Is inseparable from the essence of death.
Just slam Onyx. Throw some land in the graveyard. Nice draw.
Impeccable study habits. Guess you don't need my help.
Gotta love Fateful Absence. 2 mana, bin target Planeswalker. And it's going to crack this clue now. Well, we didn't get punished too hard for tapping out. This feels good. I guess I'll foretell you. I don't think I need a Foretold Doomscar. I really can't tell if they're a dragon deck. Once you see Onyx, probably not. So I think these are just fodder for Fateful Mending when I find it. And now they miss a land drop. Okay. Let's chill. Shall we? Ooh. They don't like that. Oh! I see you also despise mono white. We really should have been friends. All right, negate. We have to play around negate. Seize the Storm. Well, that's a good thing to hit with another Test of Talents. Another Professor Onyx. We do have Hall the Storm Giants. How many more basics do we have? They have their own Test of Talents. They have their own Field of Ruin. They have another Mountain. All Runs Epiphany. Okay, they run All Runs Epiphany, which means that's the Foretold card, because I think I only see 2. Knowledge is important here. What you can discern can also tell you what's in Foretold. It can tell you a lot about the deck. Galvanic Iteration. They're going to try to take all of the turns. It's Grixis all of the turns. 1 divide, 2 divide. Okay. Make sure we get this one in the graveyard. Don't want to miss it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're going to try to burn down the house. So, 3 1/1s. They do have haste. It does make our Doomscar useful, but we're going to take a ton of damage. Let's just do this and keep them off that tempo. Let's get back the field. Let's get back the test. I guess we'll get back the absence too. It can hit their Onyx. Did I just put away my Deluge? Oops. I guess flashing it back can be hard. Since they have more house burnings to do, we'll foretell this. They can also play the Meat Hook Massacre, which they should probably get one of those on the field. If I'm going to kill their little devils, it's going to be a ton of damage. Good read. Good read. But it's going to give me a chance to deluge. But pretty good read from the opponent, who's now in beatdown mode. We need the land. What else do we need? This lets us resolve a Mordenkainen. Could make a pupper. But I think mending is the right call. Cheaply try to get rid of some of these sweepers and also gain us some life. Maybe these are the right calls. Just go for cards. There's the field. Very good draw on the Field of Ruin for the Hall. Another land for the opponent. We've got perfect information of their hand. I would love to save my Saw It Comings, but I do feel like I have to not let these burn down the houses resolve for a while because it's so much pressure. I'm fine with Doomscarring one of them, but I do want to counter this one, I think. Let's see if we just find Test of Talents. That would solve the problem too. Not exactly. We're not going to throw away this game, baby. Ah, they might force this through. Are they going to force this through with their Saw It Coming? Well, that gets the Doomscar. Why would they tap this way? Why don't they play the Meat Hook Massacre? Dude, they need to play the Meat Hook Massacre. If they play it for 0, when I blow this up, I take like 3 extra damage. I mean, I'll take a gift. I handed some out in the last match. Like this. Whoa, it's not an All Runs Epiphany. Crazy. Huh. It's really not an All Runs Epiphany. I thought for sure it was. I guess I have to do this. We've got to fight. I'm at risk of dying, and I think if I fight this war and win it, then I'll win this game. So if the opponent puts their mana into burn down the house, they have to draw another mana to recast it. It has to be an untapped land. Shouldn't be too hard. But we can divide by 0 for Mascot Exhibition. If they go for the Hall here, we can blow it up with field. The careful taps. The very careful taps. All right, we're going to see what they top decked. They're leaving 2 red open, though, so it does seem like they're going to cast Burn the House down the house again. Did they really top deck a counterspell? Oh my god, they did. They did? We're in so much trouble. How am I losing this? We fall to 8. Fall to... then we fall to 5, then we fall to 2. Oh my god. There's nothing to divide. There's nothing to divide. Do we just say go and go to 5? Let the opponent try to go for the Meat Hook Massacre, and then what do? We divide it, and then they play it again? They have black, black, black. They're missing 1 black. We could hit a Revelry off this, which would really make it worth it, right? So we'll do this now. No Revelry. There's Mastery, which can take out 1 of the Meat Hooks. But Absence isn't very good here. That was just a bad deluge, to be honest. We could play this, and opponent chooses up to. They could let them die. It's not good. If they draw another counterspell too, they also win. They also only had 1 swamp. They can't fetch another swamp to double Meat Hook. But God, I can't believe I might lose this. This is unreal. I thought I had this game. Two, three. Bounce that, get that. Okay. They found another... Oh, they didn't play it on black, though. They really needed that on black. Okay. They say go. The chance to deluge again. They didn't go for Meat Hook. I don't know if they know what to do with these Meat Hooks. They have drawn a lot of what they need. We've seen a lot of cards. Hasn't quite been what we need. I can't believe how badly I need a Sunset Revelry, though. In this matchup. Very surprising. Didn't expect that to be the card I'd need to draw. Knock me to 3. You have instant speed, kill my own things? You don't. There's a Revelry. Okay. Game on. Game is still on. That's a huge card to have here. 4 life, 2 critters. What's the play? They have added a black mana to the mana pool. My God, it's so slow. Here's a Massacre. Here's a Divide by 0. Make them use the treasure if they want to replay it. Then we can counter it if we want to. But let's go get some life from Environmental Sciences. They drew another Divide by 0, huh? And they can still replay the Massacre. What do they get? They've already learned the teachings. So they drew both their Divide by 0s. Crazy. Craziness. Well, we're not going to counter both the Meat Hooks. So if they play this, in response we can Fateful Absence a token, so that they don't get the Meat Hook trigger from one of these tokens. Also, they have to sacrifice their treasure, which is a resource. Down to 2. You got another Prismari command? Have you drawn that well? Not exactly. Okay. Not quite that well. Up to 4. Yeah, baby, we're alive. So we've cleared both their divide by zeros now. Onyx. What do you got? Not enough mana to replay her right this second. More life, please. We're too low. Too low on life. Let's see. If I blow this up, I can pay the ward if they... No, they can't activate in response. Let's go after it. They still have their basic mountain to fetch. Unless it's in that hand. Yep. But now these start stone raining them. We can get them to 3 black. Get our butt up to 6. So we're probably going to Devastating Mastery this, but... Let's try a Memory Deluge on their upkeep before they get a chance to draw a way to solve it, since we know this is our play hit for the turn anyway. Test of Talents. No solution to Onyx coming down, though. Let's grab the Revelry for life. Final boss. Doing it. 23 cards in deck. We have 24.
New life, new up.
I can't remember if they have any more burning down the house or if we actually survived them all. Cardless has been great in this matchup at getting through our counter spells.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful.
They lost their Field of Ruin. They play another land. So either off the Onyx or their draw step was a land. And they didn't have a counterspell last turn. So at most they could have 1. Boom shakalaka. Test of Talents is for Alrund's Epiphany at this point. There's at least 3 in the deck. We can't let them do Galvanic Iteration, Alrund's Epiphany, and win the game that way. Oh no. Interesting though, right? Because we can counter this. And they don't get to cast it again. We exile it. They're going to Infernal Grasp. They don't have anything to Infernal Grasp. They were just trying to drain me. So we get that exiled. What's left? Epiphany, Epiphany, Test of Talents, negate. Epiphany, Epiphany, Test of Talents, negate. 1 Hall of the Storm Giants.
My motivation's withered.
Do I do this for life now? I might be able to draw a card next turn if they just hold. But I could also just lose to double Epiphany. One Epiphany would lose there because of the Massacre, actually. So yeah, top decked Epiphany would be lethal. So probably a good play to get the life. They're deciding whether or not to sneak the Massacre onto the field. We just have to make sure we deluge and get another counterspell. Yep. Maybe I should have upcast that main phase, test of talents. Let's do it now. Saw it coming. And another deluge, huh? Alright, we have to hit Devious Cover Up. That would be the card to nail. So that we can get these counters back. Once we get them back, we'll have so many in the deck it'll be hard to lose. So let's try this again. There we go. And let's play this. And that's game. We have secured the victory.
You can't even comprehend. To control, one must first know. Don't worry. I face scary.
All right. Ooh, man. I thought for a second it was all going to fall apart. The last game against White was not clean. It was horrible. I totally threw it away. I thought I was going to throw away this great run.
Leave me be. I'm reading.
The game got so close there. Remember, they don't have any more basics. Could fire up the hall, but they've got the grasp. Second hall. This is good. Trying to cut out their black mana. Maybe cutting some of their blue would be better. Yeah, should probably target the marshes.
The entire multiverse is mine.
This is going to force the grasp. Which will get the cover up. Which gets the counters. And we still have tested of talents for a top decked Epiphany. Oops, forgot the Teferi. It's okay. It's okay. I'm running downhill a little bit. Should have Teferi'd, whatever. They did it. But it's too late. Whew. Final boss. You deserve the respect. But, like, when it comes to the deck, I mean, for reals, I feel like the only thing in my own way is me. Obviously, a really silly, tried to pass the turn, clicked attack all, did it too fast, tried to play fast, oops. Look at those gems, baby. 1,000 gold and 80 gems, nice. Always nice to get those sweet, sweet rares, but yeah, the deck, for sure, Devastating Mastery you saw in the battles with Storm the Festival builds is absolutely what you need. It gives you outs against other Planeswalker-centric decks and decks with artifacts and enchantments that you don't like Skeleton Swarming. That would normally give this deck a hard time. Field of Ruin keeps the creature lands from beating you. It's a huge upgrade. Sunset Revelry is amazing. Fateful Absence is useful, but not always amazing. Faithful Mending is very sus. If you have a better card that you'd rather play, go ahead. A couple of Planeswalkers seem to help out a bit, but don't overdo the win cons and don't overdo Don't overdo too many narrow cards unless you're going to cut mending. Unless you're going to keep mending. Mending is good for taking the cards that are terrible in some matchups, like Test of Talents, throwing them in the bin and getting fresh cards. And that's what it does best. Let it do that. Or have another way to kind of cash in those cards. Mordenkainen sort of does, but 6 mana is a lot. So I'll leave it to you to figure out how you want to do it. Also, sideboard, really happy with. And yeah, I think if you want some free gold and you got some play chops to you for control and some tolerance, then you should play this deck, because I think I only beat myself. It honestly feels like the best deck I could play right now. And that might be that nobody knows how to beat it, and then when people adjust, they will. But in Best of One, this feels like I'm playing Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, blue-white control, before people really knew how broken that card was. That's what it feels like. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.